Let's cover real close-in grabs, all right? These are bear hugs, side bear hugs, and of course we're gonna get to side headlocks and how to escape a rear standing choke, which I know everybody wants to see. So why don't you come in with in a front bear hug is usually right here. What's happening with a front bear hug or a rear bear hug, anything, all right? It's rare that you're gonna find some super mythological giant who's coming in to crush the life out of you. What he's really doing, he's holding you for his buddies to come over and clock you in the face. So come over here and give me a big hug. All right, your hands are trapped. All right, what do you got to do? You got to stop the attack. All right, so what do? You get in your stance, put your hands on his hip. Well, you can't use your hands, so might as well use your knees. All right, as long as you stop. This is the important thing. So start pushing me back. All right, if you start going here, you're going to eventually lose your balance, and he's going to take you down. All right, or his friend's going to come hit you in the head with a beer bottle. All right, so go ahead now, start pushing. All right. All right, now, you get that fraction of a second to stop. Notice my hands are on his hips, all right, because this is why. If your hands aren't on his hips and he drops his hands down here, now he's going down, all right? You got to keep that center of balance. It's just like when we're doing the chin jab, just when we're doing the ranger choke. If he's going to get in close to you, you got to stop him from doing the push-pull, all right? Just like you want to do the push-pull, you got to stop him with the push-pull. So come on over, all right? Lock the hips, all right? Start driving in, right? Just like everything else, right? Stop for momentum, drive in, step, drive in, step, drive in, step, all right? If you stomp on his foot, all well and good. Come here. Good. Grab it, all right? Stop the attack, drive, drive. When his arms loosen up, throw your arms up, drop your level, and guess what? Chin jab, that's it, all right? I mean, that just happened to set up to a chin jab. Just grab me kind of loose, all right? So as long as you stop the attack, bring your arms up, all right? A lot of times guys are still gonna be holding on to you or try to go in here, which we're gonna cover in a second. But from here, you can go to your elbow. Shit, you can go to the beginning. You can finger jab them, right? Tiger claw them, edge of hand them. Doesn't matter. The only thing that matters to me, or as an instructor to you, is stopping that forward drive, because all the rest of the stuff, like we talked about, is all gross motor movements, right? It's all your fight or flight reflex is going to take over, and everything I've showed you so far is going to replace the non-effective don't hurt me, right, with the super hyper effective edge of hand, tiger claws, chin jabs, right? But the one thing you have to focus on is that stop the attack and drive back in, just like we've been talking about non-stop. Go ahead, one more time. Over the arms, pop the hips to stop the attack. Drive knee, it's loosened up. Boom, boom, boom. That's all there is to it. So, if that's over the arms, under the arms can be an under the arm bear hug. It can be a tackle, or it can be, the defense is all the same. So, come and just give me a hug underneath. All right. Same thing, guys, but now your hands are free. You know, I don't know what this guy's thinking, because now that you stop the attack, you can either lock him in, all right? Same thing, you don't want his hips coming in, but you can lock him in, you can drive. No need to do big throws. See your hand, see his face, that's it, all right? That's your opening. It's never gonna go that easy, all right? But come in. Right, stop, hit him right in the face, guys, just like everything else. Stop that attack, drive back in, 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 right? Then finish it. Easy, 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 easy. If you wind up on the ground, we already covered that, right? You don't have to worry about it. So just stop the attack. That's the whole thing, the whole thing. Let's go to a side, all right? Side bear hug's almost ridiculous. This is definitely the guy's holding you for his buddies, right? Stop the attack, drive, drive, drive. See a little opening there? Guess what? Edge of hand, right in the groin. Boom, 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 boom. How much grip is he gonna have after you just hit him in the groin 5 times, all right? You can go back to, all right? You stop the attack, you drive, 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 you finish, right? Finish, drive him to the ground, stomp on him. I mean, now it's almost getting so repetitive because it's so simple, and that's the whole point, all right? So side bear hug. Let's do it from this angle so they can see. Right? Stop the attack, guys. Block your hands together. Start making some room. Edge your hand in the groin. Edge your hand. Edge your hand. All right. One thing we were just talking about was how I guess I instinctively control this arm. It's probably from all those years of judo and jiu-jitsu. All right. This is at the point, if I need to finish the fight, I've made that decision mentally to finish the fight. So all I'm doing is getting as much control of him as possible so I can literally kill him. All right. Whether that is taking this down, whether it's holding this arm and pulling this across, whether it's holding and dragging and coming to the back and hitting him down. All right. Whether it's coming up and going over and bringing him down and hitting and stomping on the head. This is all advanced stuff, all right? We can always cover this another time. It's really not my concern for you right now because you don't need it. This is self-defense, right? What I just did is laying an ass whooping on somebody, all right? This is, come on up, all right? That's actually making it more complex. There's more of a chance, believe it or not, there's more of a chance, right? Like when I just pancaked him and stuff like that. In a real fight, I'm not going to do that stuff. It might come out of me all of a second, but because I can do it fast. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do in a real fight. I'm going to throw his hands down. I'm going to edge a hand him as much as I can until I can get to a chin jab. All right. So all this other stuff you see me doing is just gravy. You know, if it comes out of you, it comes out of you. If you have other martial arts training, I'm telling you, you're going to see the point, especially after that drive. You stop the attack, you drove back into him, right? Whether he's coming around. Now, if you're a wrestler, like I said, you're going to go to the double leg. If you're a karate guy, you're going to punch him right in the face, all right? If you're a Muay Thai guy, guess what? The knee's coming, all right? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, you get the guillotine. Doesn't matter, right? Situations dictate themselves, right? You can't forecast what's going to happen. So whatever comes out of you, comes out of you. Like I said, nothing wrong except for stopping. So let's do the rear bear hugs. We didn't do those yet, right? All right, over the arms, right? This sucks, right? Because the guy's gonna either lift you up and slam you. You don't need to do that, but okay. And lift you up and slam you, or again, holding you for somebody else. So all you gotta do, drop your base, and guess what? Clasp your hands together and start moving, and that's it, all right? There's no, you don't need to do all sorts of crazy rolling stuff, all right? If you really can't stop it, if he's walking forward with you, all right, walking forward with you, you can shin kick him in the back, all right? I'm not gonna do it because that really, really hurts, all right? You shin kick him in the back, right? As long as your hips are down, shin kick him in the back till that grip loosens up, then put your arms together, side to side, side to side, side to side. It might look, and I know this because I've shot so many of these videos, it might look like he's letting go easily, but are you?
No.
All right, this is one of those.
That's very unpleasant.
Yeah, it's getting hit is not pleasant. All right, everybody has a plan until they get hit, punched in the face, right? So when he's holding on like this, right, just you shifting around, right? As long as you don't get lifted up, as long as you don't get forward, as long as you stop. You heard this before? As long as you stop the forward momentum and drive back into him, then you're good, right? Even if I can't really have no movement and I'm starting to walk him backwards, right? Kicking him in the shins, walking him backwards, boom, boom. You know, it's obviously weight differentials. You know, a big dude goes against a small girl. That comes into effect. But you want to, I hate to make you do this, but you want to lift me up for a second? Right? Use the shin kick. Right? That's it. Sorry, man. Sorry. You know? But I just stopped the attack. I mean, you know, we're fooling around a little bit, and he let me go. But that was enough for him to put me back on the ground, whether it is to get a better grip, whether to stop me from kicking him in the shins, right? But that's all it is. It's the same stuff. Shins, stop that attack, drive back into him and finish it. That's it. Now, we get into something ridiculous easy, which a lot of people are scared of. There's an under the arm bear hug from the back, right? Same thing, guys. Drop your hips down, and guess what? Boom, boom, boom. Just go back and forth, elbow, elbow, until you get a little bit of a fraction of room. You see how he turned? Hold on a second. Right? When I was doing it, going back and forth, he naturally started ducking to that side. Now I'm open. Just boom. Over and over and over. Turn your elbows into edge of hands. to edge of hands, tiger claws, chin jab. That's it. That's it. As far as bear hug's concerned, let's go right to the granddaddy, which is rear choke, right? This is what everybody's afraid of, right? You can do whatever you can do whatever you want, all right? It doesn't matter, right? Forget about trying to undo this, right? The reality is if you let him snake this on, you're either had too many to drink because you weren't paying attention or something. The reality is not a whole lot of people know how to choke. I mean, he's got this pretty tight, but I've been choked so many times, right? So don't really worry about going unconscious. The only thing you got to worry about is stopping the attack. And to stop the attack, you got to turn this into a side headlock, all right? You're not going to be able to throw him over your shoulder, all right? It's just not going to work in an adrenaline situation because either he's pushing you forward, pushing you aside, pushing you back, right? And he's trying to kill you, all right? So come to the side. That's it. Turn this to the side headlock, all right? Here, wait, come back. I want to show you, all right? Whether you go to that far side, whether you go to this side, doesn't matter. This is a side headlock, which I'm going to cover next. But that is the big choke escape, is best defense, don't be there, right? Just like when we stepped off the line, don't let him choke you from standing up. Come out to the side, all right? Come out, right? Come out to the side. There's nothing wrong. Just turn the choke into a side headlock. From the ground, we're not talking about somebody jumping up and turn around, right? We're not talking about somebody who knows how to choke properly, right? We're not talking about somebody who's going to get a rear naked choke on, jump up on your back, put the hooks in, take you to the ground, and tap you out. We're talking about somebody who, just stand right there, somebody's coming up and it's like, you know what I mean? This is what we're talking about. And the way to counter that, just like I said, go ahead. Get to the side. That's it. It's as easy as that. But now that we're here, turn this way. All right, let's look at the easiest possible way to get a side headlock. It's very simple. You need to stop the attack, you need to drive into him, you need to finish it. And the best way to do that, stop the attack from him. If he's starting to push you back or pull you wherever you want to go, you start driving him. Driving him, you use your edge of hand, right? Come back here. Use your edge of hand. Come here, you don't even need to grab me. Right on the inside of the thigh, right on the groin, right on the shin, right anywhere. Remember the low target areas we talked about? Anywhere below the waist, doesn't really matter. Circle in, take him where you want to put him. Don't let him put you where he wants, right? I don't care how hard you squeeze in this thing. You start pushing him and hitting this 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 and hitting this. All right, this is going to eventually loosen up. All right, once it loosens up, you can either pop your head out, or you can push your head out. Come back here. All right, he's going to let go from you hitting to try to stop your hand, right, and then try to punch you with that. But it doesn't matter. You're already behind him. Okay. It just doesn't matter. Stop that attack. Come here, grab me right into a side headlock. That's it. That is it. End of story. Nothing complicated. Don't need to lift him up. Don't need to turn him head over heels. Don't need to drive his head into the ground yet. Right? Stop the attack. Get out of it. Drive back into him. Like we talked about, any of those finishers, right? Irish whip, ranger choke. He's already on the floor. He stomp on his head. They all work. But that is the simple answer to, honestly, complex questions that every martial artist on the planet makes way more complex just so they can charge you $3,000 a year for martial arts lessons year after year after year. I just showed you how to get out of this in 5 seconds.